Furniture sourcing sounds simple, but in real life it is not.
Yeah.
Too many choice, too much email, too much back and forth. And for buyer, the real question is which product will actually sell. So a simple question, what is ASKT really doing for buyers?
At the most practical level, we help furniture buyers make the decision much more easier, because for serious buyer, especially in Germany, the problem is not a lack of products. There are already too many products in the market. The real problem is this: how do you find the right products? Second, how do you shortlist faster? How do you reduce mistakes? How do you choose furniture that can be hot selling in the market and also very easy to get the big quantities for selling? That is what we focus on. We want to reduce friction in sourcing. We want to help buyers move faster than idea to shortlist. And we want to help retailers build a stronger assortment with more confidence.
What slows the buyer down the most?
Usually it's not the big problems. The most problem for them, many small issues reduce the speed for decision. A buyer may start with a clear business goal. They may say, I need dining chairs for the German market. This is like very common questions. Or I want products that feel more premium, like more better quality than others. Or I need something modern, practical, and easier to sell. But then the process becomes slow. More clarification, more comparison, more emails, more follow-up, more waiting. And all of that has a cost. Slow sourcing does not only waste time, it can delay launch decisions. It can make internal discussion harder. It can weaken the final assortment. And later it can affect sales through. So the biggest problem is not access to the products. The biggest problem is friction in getting to the right decision.
Okay. And why is the special important for the German buyers?
Because German buyers are usually very thoughtful and very simplified. They care about design, quality, function, and about whether the product really fits the market. Germany is the natural furniture market. Customers are selective, retail space is valuable, and every product on the floor has to justify itself. So buyers are not looking for noise, they're looking for clarity. They also want to know, does this fit my end consumer? Does this fit my positioning in the market? Does this feel right for my showroom? Does this product have real selling potential? That is why better sourcing matters so much. Because better selection usually leads to better retailing results. It can get in much more potential selling for the end consumers.
Okay. You often tell me ASKT is more than a supplier. What do you mean by that?
I mean, our role is not just to show our products. Our real role is to help buyers choose products that have strong commercial potential. That is why we built our core capabilities inside ASKT. Firstly, ASKT-Design, ASKT-Metal, ASKT-Fabrics, ASKT-TEX, you can also say. These are very important because great furniture usually does not come from one strength alone. It comes from the right design, the right construction, the right materials, the right finish, the right product ideas. And when those things work together, buyers can choose with much more confidence.
Okay. Can you talk about the ASKT-Design?
ASKT-Design is about helping buyers choose products that have stronger market appeal, not a design for decoration, not design just to look fashionable. Design that helps products selling, because in furniture retail, design changes everything. It affects the first impression, it affects how the product looks in the showroom, it affects whether the customer notices it, it affects whether the consumer feel, yes, this brings it to my home and have a good atmosphere for my family. For German buyers, this is especially important. The market usually responds well to products that feel clean, balanced, functional, and credible. So when we talk about design, we are really taking about the market feedback. We want to help buyers choose products that are not only beautiful, but also commercially stronger. Because beautiful furniture matters, but beautiful furniture that also sells, that matters more.
Okay. So the ASKT-Metal.
Yes.
Can you talk about the ASKT-Metal?
ASKT-Metal is our metal material development and engineering strength. This matters because when a buyer chooses furniture, they're not only buying a look, they are buying a reliability, they are buying stability, durability, consistency, and in many ways they're buying trust. If the structure, is weak. The product may look good at first, but that advantage disappears very quickly after 1 year, 2 years usage. So our method development work focus on helping products feel stronger, more dependable, and more consistent at one time. For the buyer, that means fewer compromise and they feel confidence in the products. You do not want something that only looks elegant, but something that feels strong and solid too. And that matters a lot in Germany because both retailers and customers care about long-term quality.
Okay. We talk about ASKT-Design, ASKT-Metal.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about ASKT-TEX?
Yes, ASKT means ASKT Textiles. ASKT is our textile and fabrics development capability. This is a very important part of furniture because fabrics is often where the product becomes emotional. The customer sees it, touches, feels the texture, responds to the color, imagines in the home. But for the buyer, fabrics is not only emotional, it is also practical. It affects comfort, maintains durability, visual warmth, and the final impression of quality. So with ASKT-TEX, we focus on textile solutions that help the product feel more complete, more premium, and more suitable for the market. For German retailers, that means a better choice of offering furniture, and that is not attractive, but also easier to place, easier to present to the customers, and of course, much more easier to sell.
Okay. So the real strength is the combination of all of the three.
Yeah, exactly. That is where the real value comes from. A winning product usually does not come from one single strength. Good design gives the product market appeal. Good metal development gives reliability and confidence for the product. Good textile development gives the warmth, finish, and user experience makes the family atmosphere more warm and people have enjoyed good life. When these three things work together, buyers can make decisions faster and better. And for the retailers, that often means a stronger assortment, better products, better presentation, better selling potential. That's why we believe this combination matters so much for buyer buying decisions.
Okay, sounds very good. So now we talk about Sunbin AI. I know you inspire so much into the AI agent to help the German buyer.
Yeah.
So can you talk about the Sunbin AI?
Sunbin AI is how we make all of this process more easier for the buyers. Because even if you have strong products, buyers still need a better way to explore them. They still need to narrow choices. They still need to compare options. They still need to turn a value idea into practical shortlist. This is where Sunbin AI comes in. It helps buyers move through the sourcing process much more naturally instead of only browsing catalogs or sending long emails to the salespeople in some companies. They can start with a conversation with our Sunbin AI. They can describe what they want, what kind of market they serve, what kind of look they needed, what matters most of them, and even Sunbin AI can give them what is the fashion for the next, for example, 3 or 6 months. And from here, Sunbin AI helps guide them toward more relevant options.
So if I'm a furniture buyer in German, how can I deal with it right now?
It's very easy. You can just go directly to our website asktfurniture.com and start using it immediately. That is very important. Sunbin AI is not a genetic AI tool. It was built specially for furniture buyers. If you are a German furniture buyer, you can use Sunbin AI, ask your sourcing questions directly in nature German language and get immediately help. You can ask about dining chairs, you can about the matching tables, you can ask about the fashion directions, you can ask about the metal construction, you can ask what's the certificate we have, you can ask about the textile, you can ask about the customizations, you can ask about what products may be fitted for your tables. You can also ask what is the next tendency for the furniture market in German. In other words, Sunbin AI is here to support the real questions that come up in furniture procurement.
Okay, sounds amazing. And it works in German?
Yes, sure. Naturally, professional German even, I think normally better than the student or such people in school. And because we are using the top highest AI in the world. And that matters a lot because if you are a German buyer, you should be able to think and ask questions in your own language. You should not need to translate your sourcing needs into awkward English just to get some support. And then the Chinese salespeople maybe also the English not so good. so maybe some confusion between each other.
Yeah.
We want the experience to feel direct, natural, and easy. And another important point, it is completely free. There's no cost to start, no barrier to asking questions, no friction just to explore. You simply go to asktfurniture.com, open Sunbin AI, and start the conversation right away.
Oh, it's amazing. So this is much more than a chatbot.
Yeah, that is, of course, much better than chatbot. It's not a chatbot. We call it AI agent.
Yeah.
A normal chatbot only answers questions. What we want Sunbin AI to do is help buyers to make a processing. This is very different. In the real furniture, buyers do not think in product goals first. They think in business goals. They think about the customer taste, retailing position, market fit, material feeling, matching possibility, price level, or the commercial potential. So Sunbin AI is designed to understand buyer intent and help move the buyer toward a better decision and easier solution. And because it is announced to ASKT-Design, Metal, and TEX, it's not just giving random answers. It is helping buyers explore products through real design thinking, real material logic, and real product knowledge. This is what we make useful.
Ah, it's very useful. Can you give me a practical example?
For example, a buyer just logging into our website. For example, just ask some simple questions you can ask. I want dining chairs for German retailing collection, or I need something modern, premium, and practical, or I need a cleaner look for my showroom, or I need tables and chairs that work well together. From there, Sunbin AI helps guide the conversation. Then they ask you, what style are you looking for? What type of customers are you targeting? What matters most, price, look, comfort, or durability, or material quality? Do you want matching pieces? Do you need customization? Do you have an image, for example, for reference? That process helps buyers move much more faster from a broad idea to a usable shortlist. Then you can save a lot of time for the buyer and improve the decision quality.
So one feature I really like is image matching. So can you tell me about the image matching?
Yes, because many buyers think visually first. Sometimes they do not describe furniture in technical design language. They just know the feeling that they want. They may have a reference image, an interior style, a stored mood, a certain silhouette, or certain atmosphere. With Sunbin AI, you can start here. That makes process much more natural, and it also helps teams align faster internally because visual references are often easier to discuss than written language or descriptions. So image matching helps buyer move faster from inspiration to sourcing direction.
And what about the customization?
That is another area where buyers often lost the time because in real furniture procurement, buyers rarely want the product exactly as shown. They may like the shape, but want the different fabrics. They may like the seat, but want another maybe basis.
Yeah.
They may like the overall design, but want a different expression for their market. Normally, that creates a long chain of circumstance. Before, for example, they need to send their requests, and then maybe all designer team have take 2-3 days to make this done. But today, what we want to do is make the process much more smoother and faster. So the buyer can just express the intent earlier, explore options faster, and reduce the in-euro delays that comes with customization. That is a real advantage in day-to-day B2B sourcing.
Okay. At the end of the day, what does all that mean for a German retailer?
It means better chances of building a stronger product mix.
Yeah.
That is a real business value. If a retailer can identify stronger products faster, products with better design, better engineering, logical, better materials, and better market fit, then they can make better merchandising decisions. That improves the assortment, it improves the showroom, it improves the presentation. And in many cases, it moves sales through. So yes, we talk about AI, yes, we talk about design, metal, and textile development. But the final goal is very simple. Help German furniture retailers and procurement teams choose better furniture faster with more confidence and selling more in big quantities. And finally, they can get more turnover and earn more money. That's it.
Yeah. Amazing. What makes ASKT different from a technical supplier?
We try to think from the buyer side, not just what products do we want to show to you, but what decision does the buyer need to make? What risk are they trying to avoid? What kind of products will help them selling better? How can we make sure that journey easier? That is why we combine two things. On one side, real product capability, ASKT-Design, ASKT-Metal, ASKT-Textile. On the other hand side, a smart sourcing experience with Sunbin AI, so the buyer gets both better products and a better way to find them.
Amazing. Okay, last question. What do you want a German furniture buyer to do after watching this video?
It's very easy. Just go to asktfurniture.com and try Sunbin AI. If you are a furniture buyer, this AI was built for you.
Yeah.
You can ask a question in nature German. You can explore products faster. You can compare options. You can ask about design, metal, fabrics, matching products, and customization. And you can do all of it completely for free. Our goal is simple. Make furniture sourcing easier, make product selection faster, and help buyer make better commercial decisions. Because in the end, that is what matters. Better decision, better furniture, better retailing result.
Okay, thank you so much, Sunbin.
Thank you, Kevin.
If you are a furniture buyer in Germany, and go to asktfurniture.com and try Sunbin AI. Thank you so much.
Bye.